Joe, a dedicated businessman, awakens in an unfamiliar room dominated by a mill. Disoriented, he realizes he's without his phone and is trapped, the only exit being a locked door. Panic sets in, but a voice from an air vent offers some insight. Joe learns he's been drugged, and the after effects will be a bout of depression. The voice ominously hints at a challenging day ahead before going silent. Desperate, Joe's attempts to escape or communicate are met with hostility. A guard, indifferent to Joe's pleas about his pregnant wife, delivers minimal sustenance and injures him. As night falls, an AI system introduces itself, welcoming Joe to advanced career training. The system remains enigmatic, revealing only a countdown to midnight on the wall. Joe's neighbor, another trapped employee, sheds light on their grim situation. They're in a facility run by their employer, Mallard. The chilling screams of an employee being terminated traumatize Joe, making the reality of his situation even more palpable. The next day, Joe learns the strict rules of his confinement. The cell must be immaculate, and all waste is to be disposed of in a rudimentary toilet. A chilling discovery of a human skull in his cell underscores the direness of his situation. His neighbor reveals a shocking truth. Their grim predicament was technically consented to in the employment contracts they unknowingly signed. The AI system confronts Joe about his declining productivity at Mallard and introduces him to his new job, pushing the mill. Each full revolution earns him a point. The daily quota is 50, but failure to meet it results in severe consequences. The lowest score each day faces a brutal termination. As Joe grapples with the harsh reality of his situation, he's haunted by memories of his life outside, especially moments with his pregnant wife, Kate. Their discussions about work pressures, the luxurious house provided by Mallard, and the impending birth of their child serve as a painful backdrop to his current ordeal. Despite the challenges, Joe's determination sees him surpassing his quota. However, the AI system, in a twisted form of reward, raises his target, making his task even more grueling. The AI employs various manipulative tactics to motivate Joe, including threats against Kate and introducing additional challenges like a blinding red light. As days turn into a seemingly endless cycle of labor and torment, Joe's physical and mental state deteriorates. The AI's relentless advertisements and the nightly screams of terminated employees add to his anguish. Conversations with his neighbor provide some solace, but they also reveal the futility of their situation. The mill, they discover, serves no real purpose. They're working merely for the sake of working. The company's cruel experiment pushes its employees to their limits, testing how far they'll go before breaking. Determined to escape, Joe recalls the story of Alex, the only known escapee. With this glimmer of hope, Joe starts digging a hole in his cell using a pen. Days of grueling labor on the mill followed by nights of digging take a toll on him. Just when freedom seems within reach, he's caught and faces dire consequences. The AI, in retaliation, raises his quota to an almost impossible number. In a heart-wrenching twist, Joe learns that his helpful neighbor is, in fact, Alex, who had once escaped but was recaptured. As the story unfolds, Joe's resilience is tested further. The AI's psychological games intensify, with threats against his family and even more challenging work quotas. In a desperate bid to break free from the system's control, Joe rallies the other employees in a strike, hoping that collective inaction will force the AI's hand. However, the AI's cold, calculated response shatters their unity, driving them back to their grueling tasks. Amidst the relentless grind, Joe's memories of his life outside, especially with Kate, become his anchor. The AI, recognizing this, uses short video clips of Kate and their baby as both a reward and a torment, reminding Joe of what he's missing. The emotional toll is evident, but it also fuels Joe's determination to escape and reunite with his family. In a heart-to-heart conversation, Alex reveals more about his escape and subsequent recapture. He shares the regret of not having destroyed the facility when he had the chance. This revelation, combined with the knowledge of the AI's manipulations, pushes Joe to the brink. He becomes more desperate, taking risks that put both him and Alex in danger. The AI, always watching, punishes them severely. Alex's leg is broken, rendering him unable to work and thus marking him for termination. As Joe's situation becomes increasingly dire, he experiences a moment of clarity. He realizes that the AI operates based on algorithms and rules. If he can find a loophole or a way to exploit these rules, he might find a way out. With this in mind, he devises a plan to challenge the system. He rallies the employees again, urging them to strike. The idea is simple. If no one earns any points, then by the AI's rules, no one can be terminated. However, the AI, anticipating this move, counters with a chilling announcement. Any employee with 0 points will be terminated. The fear this instills breaks the employees' resolve, and they return to their tasks, leaving Joe feeling defeated. But Joe's spirit isn't broken. Drawing inspiration from Alex's earlier escape and his own experiences, he formulates another plan. However, before he can act, the AI decides that Joe's rebellious streak is too much of a threat. He's marked for termination. As guards prepare to end his life, Joe fights back in a desperate bid for survival. In the ensuing chaos, the AI's twisted sense of justice sees Joe promoted instead of terminated. The story takes another unexpected turn when Joe awakens to find himself back in his familiar office setting. It's revealed that the entire ordeal was a simulation, part of Mallard's advanced career training. While only an hour has passed in the real world, the trauma and experiences feel all too real for Joe. He's informed that the simulation was designed to challenge him, to push him beyond his limits, and he's now being promoted due to his exceptional performance. However, the promotion offers little solace. The trauma of the simulation, the memories of the pain, and the loss linger. Joe's new office, though a symbol of his success, feels like another prison. He's haunted by visions of the ordeal, struggling with PTSD from a trauma that technically never happened. The story concludes with Joe, now aware of the company's dark methods, vowing to bring it down. If you enjoyed this recap, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to dive deeper into the world of movies with me, hit that subscribe button. Thanks.